Glad to have you with us from Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Tonight, a game which will carry huge implications in this conference race. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Kennesaw State head coach before the game. One of the things he has reiterated to his offensive coordinator is he wants his quarterback to break that school record for passing touchdowns in a season. Now, obviously, they are going to have a balanced game plan. When they're in the red zone, they're going to take the best play available, but it is in the back of their mind. They want their quarterback to go down in history, and they have a big opportunity to do that here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's going to try to return this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Dupree. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got it way down the field. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
On play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for an alley. Oh, what a cut! And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Owls. The defense putting points on the board.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clemens. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Stokes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's gone. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, it's Shaw. Makes the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the gun, it's Dupree. Just smothered on the play. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. On the run, it's Dupree. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break. It's Kennesaw State on top as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quick give. It's Dupree. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The play fake. That one just came off his hand badly. The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Owls. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone? Oh, and they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Let's see what they've got on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Drives inside. Turning it on. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Caught.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Looking for room. It's Clemens. Defense all over him.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Offense set on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll take a shot. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
Running inside. It's Clemens. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Dupree. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Black.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Quarterback keep. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
With the catch, it's Gary. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Tough run here. It's Dupree. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and we'll see if they go for it here. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. The give on 4th. Sweet cut there. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted a 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Under pressure. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Clemens. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody opens, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Rolls right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Finds his target. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Blue Raiders!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 10 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Scarlet Knights, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total under and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Straight ahead, it's Clemens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Give to the back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to have it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This time, they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Peters. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Banks. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Driving forward, it's Banks. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls and fires complete.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Hits inside. It's Dupree. Swamped immediately. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right side, it's Gary. Quick step and go. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Headed to the edge, it's Dupree. Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Got the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Look out! He sacked this defense all over him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Got him quickly. At the 20, he's got space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. He's got the back in the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Palmer. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
All over him immediately.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
They'll ride him again. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. Makes a move. And there he goes. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Plows his way ahead. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10.
Here we go. Ready? Ready to go.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Moving to his left. The throw. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Sneak gets it done. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The quarterback sneak. And they go for the sneak on second down, and nothing doing.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do with...
Touchdown, MTSU! Gets it into the end zone. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, checking in from the Kennesaw State sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, it's Dupree. Nice move to keep running. He's got 99 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Turns it loose. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
It'll be a draw. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Quick give. It's Dupree. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Clemens. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fourth down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. Trying to do it himself. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Give to the fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped right there.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or do you've got to play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Left side, it's Dupree. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Wants to go up top on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Owls in the hurry up. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Rush is on. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.